we have added some level of complexity to cement making. We have now introduced waste materials which we need to process and put into the kiln so that we are now producing a greener cement. But all that needs skills and knowledge. Yeah? And the areas that we are talking about here is technical as well as in the areas of sales and marketing. We are now requiring more highly skilled chemical analysts to be able to characterize waste materials so that it's safe. That's one field, chemistry, chemical analysts. We also need sales and marketing people now to be able to have the right skills and knowledge about technology and the green economy, and to be able to communicate that well to practitioners in industry so that they can articulate what are the services and what are the benefits of this green business that we are doing. There's opportunities to produce greener cement, or cement that contains less clinker or less virgin materials, and extended with cement with waste materials, for example, fly ash from industry or slags from the metal industry. When there is a demolition of a building, we can actually remove the rubble, segregate the useful parts, and put that back into concrete making, thereby using less virgin materials in the process. So there are ways, there are various ways for the user, for the end user of building materials, to improve their own environmental impact and be greener.
We have to take a sample, start from the waste generator, then we analyze to our lab, and after that we will get the result of the analysis, whether the waste can be fed to our kiln or not. And then after that the waste will come to our site. Then we will check again the waste we collect in the beginning and the delivery, whether it's the same or not. If not, then we have to reject it. If the same, then we can accept it. And then after that, we will do pre-processing in order to prepare the waste can be fed easily and homogeneous condition to the kiln. Our kiln is heart of the cement industry. Basically, have the very high temperature on the kiln. The main burner is about 2000 degrees Celsius. So dangerous organic will disappear, and then the heat content of the waste can substitute the traditional fuel, which is coal. The coal utilization will decrease because of waste utilization. Through the kiln, there will be no ash or no residue, because all of the waste will become into the ash and then incorporated into the clinker. The clinker basically is the base of the cement.
We mix all the material into the trucks. Firstly, that we weigh in the weighing bin. Then after they go into the trucks, all the material, aggregate, cement, and water, we mix them in the trucks, and then we transport to the client based on the client requirement, and depend on the quality of what they request.
Indonesia is a developing country. One would expect that the level of awareness or commitment to be low, but in my years of working in this field, I can tell that that's entirely wrong. People here have to live day to day with climate change issues, with global warming issues, and they are more than ready to accept something if it's available. And I also see commitment coming from multinational companies who are operating here, state-owned conglomerates who have the awareness about their impacts to the environment from their operations, and they want to do something about it. Efficient buildings and eco buildings has been an area that architects and building engineers and designers have been thinking about and are doing, but they need the products to work with.
Indonesia, as a traditional development market, has around 80% rural demand for cement. So total capacity of cement, 80% goes into rural markets, 20% goes into urban markets. These rural markets consist mainly of middle to lower segment consumers, which would renovate or build their new houses. We have decided to differentiate ourselves from the competition of not only selling the grey dust, as in cement, but now offering a whole housing solution. Every shop has a professional architect. The consumer can come and he gets, in a software layout, simple designs which he can modify according to his desire, and real-time cost estimation. This is a real benefit, because previously he would go in a construction shop and ask for different materials, but he could not estimate the total cost of his house. So once he knows the total cost of his house according to the plans, then we can simulate the mortgages he would require to get financing from the bank. These banks are partner banks of ours with whom we have very favorable schemes worked out. Once this is done, then we give consultancy on how to build, what's the best process, who are the masons which we can recommend, because we train per year around 2,500 masons. Additionally to that, we do all the services of the transportation. And of course our building materials, which are not only cement, but which are earthquake resistant precast materials, which is all produced in the backyard of each Solusi room outlet. So the cement as such is maybe green, you could say, but what makes it even more greener is that we have precast materials, because precast materials would save a lot of waste product. You know, in the conventional construction materials you have formworks, which is wood traditionally. You use it 1 or 2 times and then you throw it away. These materials, you don't need any formwork anymore, and therefore saving wood and saving building materials and cement to build the total house.
Holcim Indonesia has got a CDM project that we expect to be approved in approximately 2 weeks' time. This would be for about 12,000 units of carbon credits. It's a project that is coming solely from agriculture waste. In this project, we are turning agriculture waste, in particular rice husk, turning that into energy in our cement kilns. And it has also had an additional impact of creating some small jobs for entrepreneurs small entrepreneurs with a truck. A guy with a truck can go and collect rice husk and deliver it to our plant, and that has been part of the project as well. We were operating in an environment where regulations were quite loose or not quite enforced. So despite all that, we decided that we would put in the investment in people, in hardware, to make this happen. So it has been a journey. We started off with not too many people knowing what we are able to do, but also these are companies or partners we work with who are just as concerned about the environment as we are. And from a small number of collaborators or partners in environmental management, this number has grown. We are now working with over 150 companies in Indonesia. For our company, the efforts that we have put in for making our processes and our products greener has paid off in a way that we didn't quite expect. Our reputation is really good in Indonesia. We have received the highest environmental award in a program called Proper. This has put us into the limelight, and it has also made us quite the envy of our industry group. They look at us as a leader in sustainability and in bringing greener products to the market.